What's up, everyone? Welcome to our new episode of Broker Talks. Today, I'm with an absolute legend, a machine. He's a real estate machine, this guy. You have no idea what's about to go down right now. Thank you so much for coming in. You're the man, Allon. If you can introduce yourself to the audience.
What an introduction. Look at that energy. I love it. Dude, I've been so sick the past couple days and I was like, I can't miss this. I got to be on the podcast with my boy Mikey.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a must. I'm so proud of you, man.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
Proud of you too. Coming with the driver. This guy's a G. He was in the city all night.
I don't talk about
deals.
that. Yeah.
He was doing deals. And he's I really appreciate you coming here. And, I just want to introduce you to my audience and, our audience. And I would love for them to learn about who you are, what you've done, how you started in this business. What you're 29 or 30?
I'm 28.
28.
Yeah.
28 years old, owns over $100 million in real estate on Long Island, started from nothing. And it's a real success story. So can you bring us back to your early days? You were a wrestler in high school.
Yeah. Even before that, I was always ambitious in business. I always would draft these business plans and write up like models for what a company should look like. Like when I was a kid, what did I know? I was just putting things together on paper. The dream was to always be in banking and own banks one day. Have a finance arm. That's what I thought would be my primary business.
Really?
Yeah, since I was like 5 years old.
Wow.
I used to build out business plans for banks and I would name them like funny things like Chill Bank, and chills. And it would be like icicles coming off of the logo. And then I'd write up like, oh, we'd lend like this. And this would be our special buckets of lending and we'd get deposits. And I was a kid,
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
And it was just passion, pure passion for business. Then I learned the merchant style of business, the trading of buying and selling products. My parents had a furniture store. And I learned a ton about business through the furniture store.
You worked there as a kid?
I worked there for years. Where
was the store?
A Copeg.
Okay.
Long Island.
Okay.
I worked in that store for a long time, from unloading trucks and containers, organizing the warehouse, the labor side, and then selling furniture. So dealing directly with customers.
That probably taught you so much, right?
Oh, it was incredible.
MBA. Yeah.
It was the best. I mean, I learned the ins and outs of small business, the difficulties of retail. Retail was brutal. And it allowed me to spend time with my parents because my parents were completely absentee during my childhood, which was almost a gift, because many people are very upset when their parents are absentee. But I knew they wanted to be there. They just didn't have the money and they didn't have the wherewithal to be able to be there. So I was like, hey, if you can't be there, I'll be there. And we figured out this way for me to get a ride after school every day to my parents' store. And then I'd work with them when I was there. And they got free labor. And,
how old were you when you were working there?
Since I was 12.
Oh, wow. So 12 and then through high school?
From 12 to, I would say, around 20 years old. I was going to that store almost every day.
Wow.
I started an e-commerce business when I was 12 because I was like, hey, I want to make some money too. Mom and dad, I help them out, whatever they need, but I want to make a couple dollars. And nobody knew how old I was behind a screen. So I would go on eBay and Etsy and I'd make my own stores before drop shipping was popular, before Shopify was a thing. I would just draft up an HTML website.
Really?
Yeah. And I'd sell furniture. And I did pretty well. I bought myself a car when I was 16. I spent money on, in Hebrew we say shtuyot, which is just games and bullshit. And
what do you expect from kids?
Yeah, I was a kid.
You were making money. I was making money when I was 16.
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, you were, right? Most people were like, oh, I worked at a pizza shop.
I was working, but not an entrepreneur like that.
Yeah, this was completely entrepreneurial, and I loved it. I used to bring in furniture from California, from India, from Indonesia. Not much. It would be like a $4,000 line of credit that was under my dad's name for $12,000. Yeah, what a great time.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
and
awesome.
he wasn't aware of everything. It was so funny, and I would pay it back all the time. And one day a bill came in, and he's like, Rachel, this is my mom's name. What is this? And she's like, I don't know. And he's like, did you open a credit card under my name? I don't do credit cards. My dad's old fashioned. He's like an all cash,
All cash, pay everything
yeah,
off.
no credit cards.
No credit.
And I did, and he was like so proud of me. He was so proud of me. He wanted to help me with everything. My parents helped me. They were always there for me.
Look at their relationship.
Yeah, they're my best friends.
I mean, that's in life, everything, when you're that close with your family, right?
Yeah, yeah. And it doesn't need to come in the form of money. It comes in the form of like love, appreciation, and work, and help with work. So
yeah,
I
love that. I really respect. I love that. That's the best.
Yeah,
It says a lot about somebody.
they're the best, man. They're the best. Like I thank God every day for them.
Yeah.
So I'm at this furniture store. I'm drop shipping furniture, and my niche became big, heavy furniture, like big sets. So I'd buy a set for like $4,000. It would be like these huge like chairs and living rooms, like all these things. And the primary market was Indians, Persians, like deep ethnical Middle Eastern, or like
So you're dealing with all these different people.
yeah, heavy negotiating people. Yeah,
Persians, Indians, Jewish, Italian. Yeah.
very challenging to please them, and it taught me so much. It was my MBA. So I would sell them this furniture. I'd make like $2,000 on a set. It was like 50% margins, but it was hard work.
Yeah.
I'd bring in a set. I'd take it apart, take off all the boxes. I'd inspect everything, repackage it, shrink wrap it, put it on a pallet, call FedEx, place the order. FedEx would come. Somebody would have to meet them at the warehouse, load the truck, ship it out. It was like a very manual process back then. So 16 to 10 years ago. That was a spread.
10 years ago you were doing this.
Yeah. And then the margins got too slim. Wayfair, Overstock, Amazon started taking over.
That's when Amazon. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were, so 10 years ago, you're 20, so 18. So you were just about done with high school. And then you went to college, or what high school did you go to?
I went to Connecticut, Suffolk County.
Okay. Yeah, we used to play you guys in sports sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy. Crazy. A lot of fun.
A lot of fun. You were an athlete.
Yeah.
A wrestler, right?
I wrestled. I wrestled and I worked and I lifted weights nonstop. Every day, all day. It was a fun childhood.
That's great.
You know,
militant mindset.
Yeah, exactly. My parents were my mom was in the Israeli army.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she was in the Gulf War. My dad is Israeli as well. He doesn't tell us about the army or his legacy in Israel. Doesn't talk about it. But it was a good home. I have a good family. I'm so lucky.
And you have a sister, right?
I have a brother and a sister.
A brother and a sister.
Yeah.
Okay. So a lot in high school, athlete, worker. Went to college?
I went to Hofstra University. I got into the schools I applied to. My latter 2 years of high school, I devoted myself to education as well. You know, in the beginning, I was like, who needs school? And then I'm like, you know what? If I'm here, I'm going to do my best. And that was like my mindset in everything I do. If I'm here, I will do my best. And that could be anything.
I love that. That's a great tagline.
If you can find me to a studio apartment and I have nothing, zero, all over again, I'm here. I will do my best.
Yeah, you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you went to Hofstra. When did you get into real estate? Like, when did that start?
So I got into all these schools, but the bills started coming in. And I sat down with my parents and I was like, look, I did all right. You know, I have some lines of credit, but I just can't pay for this. Like, it's just not possible. And they're like, we can't either. So I was like, all right, what's my backup? And my dream was always like NYU or go to an Ivy, like one of the Harvards. And I really wanted to go to Stanford. And I was like, I can't pay for this. So I went to Hofstra. And in Hofstra, I got the scholarship, which was really nice.
Wow.
So it didn't cost much, very affordable. I got a 1-bedroom. I rented a room in Levittown, then Hempstead, then Belmore with some roommates. And during that cycle, that was a lot of fun, that cycle of my life as well. I started a sports apparel line that went up and down pretty fast. I started a couple tech ventures, which went up and down very fast. A staring contest app.
Really?
Yeah. A geofencing.
You're very creative.
So, yeah, thanks. Not all my ideas, but I like to bring them to life. But I didn't have money. It was just awesome.
Yeah, you were just trial and error, right?
Yeah. Yeah, just trial and error.
You're doing this in Hofstra, all these things.
I'm doing this at Hofstra. Things are going up and down, but the money that I made through e-commerce, I would always bounce back to digital media, e-commerce, make a couple dollars, carry me over to the next venture. I never wanted to focus on that, which, looking back, I probably should have. I was way ahead of the curve, but hindsight,
Yeah.
Who would have known?
But what an experience of different things you've done.
Yeah.
And that's really, do you think that's what made you who you are today?
We are what we've experienced.
Yeah.
Right? We are our thoughts and our experiences and what we do. So it's those three. We are experiences, thoughts, and what we do. But is that what made me who I am? For sure. It's molded me and it continues to mold me. I continue to do more. I feel like I'm just starting every day.
Yeah.
Like I don't even have anything. I'm just doing it.
We're so young. I mean, you're 28 and you've done so much in the last, 6-7 years. How many properties do you have now?
I'm hovering in the 100 range right now. 100 different properties.
Wow. And what kind of properties? What's your portfolio like?
Everything you can imagine. Almost everything you could imagine in real estate. From houses to office buildings, ground up hotels, mixed use, industrial buildings, shopping centers, the whole nine.
All on Long Island.
Long Island, Texas, Arkansas, Missouri, but I'm mostly in the New York metro.
Arkansas, Missouri, Texas. Those markets you like those markets? I mean, obviously, since you own them there, I mean, what's the pros and cons of going there versus here?
They're okay. I prefer being in New York metro now because scale changes things. It's so funny how scale changes everything. Because one day you wake up and you say, this market's great, that market's great, I want to do more there or there. And the next day you wake up and you're like, there's no chance we can handle all of this. We need to hone it in, focus on our core location, and then expand out properly. It is impossible to manage, an extremely diversified portfolio in many different places. I'm talking crossing state lines, with staying lean on a nimble team and self-managing. It's impossible.
Because you're one person, right?
Yeah, well, I have 30 people.
Yeah, you have a team, but I'm just saying, as the CEO of the company, it's good to stay in a local market and then expand, right?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it too, because you could build a $10 billion business or more in Long Island alone.
Oh, forget about it. So much population here.
It's dense, not city dense, but it's still dense. There's endless product. So you don't need to go to Texas because it's a good market. Your backyard is a great market. Actually, Sal, we talked about Sal before.
Yeah.
I love Sal.
He's a beast.
Great guy. He hit me with a comment like 3 years ago when I was buying. I have like 500 units in out of state, Texas, Arkansas. He hit me with this comment. He goes, why go 1,000 miles away to buy one deal when you could buy 1,000 deals a mile away?
Smart.
I was like, Sal, you and your philosophical bullshit. I'm going to go buy these 500 units now.
He's going to come to the holiday party.
Yeah, great guy.
That's good that you guys know each other.
Love that guy. He sold me a building.
Yeah, he told me.
Yeah.
Patchog, right?
Good deal. He sold me a good deal.
Yeah.
And he told me it was a good deal. He was a man of his word. I was a man of my word. And ever since, we've been good friends.
That's awesome. So one thing I want to talk about on the podcast, we need to talk about in person. I'm interested in a business that is in the industrial real estate space. So, pickleball, obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen a lot of those businesses pop up, the pickleball businesses?
Yeah, the pickleball industry is clearly popping off. It's growing at this like crazy pace. The concern is that it's a fad. I like pickleball. It's a lot of fun, but I had like an 8-month cycle. I played for 8 months very actively every single day. And then I haven't played since.
Really?
That was a year ago. I haven't played one game of pickleball in a year.
It's like ping pong kind of, right?
Yep. Very similar, in my opinion. Now, do I think it's going to go away? Probably not. It's great. It's very active, but just like the smoke shop boom, you start with one. It's very popular. Thousands open. And then you get dissolved.
But I feel like
within the volume.
I understand. I definitely agree with that. But I feel like pickleball, there's a couple of things that really interest me. It's the recurring revenue. So people are members of the pickleball business. That's huge. Like that's what really gets me interested. And also, no one's really blowing it up on Long Island. Like I don't see like
I don't know about that.
I don't see close knit. Like what I want to do is I want to open up pickleballs in every town and have competitions with each town. Yeah, and it's really not that expensive, right, to build these things out, right?
When everybody's on something, I like to stay away from it. If everybody's chasing something, I like to stay away.
Is there a lot of pickleball courts in Long Island?
Yeah, for sure.
Really?
And there's a lot of them popping up, and there's serious players, Sport Time, Pickler. These guys have big budgets. They're very smart, many locations, and they're popping up everywhere they can. They don't leave me alone. They call me all the time. They're not very credit worthy, which concerns me. They don't put much money into the build out, which concerns me. Their financials aren't incredible, which concerns me. So I am not like a gung-ho, pickleball builder.
Interesting, because you know a lot about real estate. I wanted to pick your brain about that.
Yeah, real estate's my life.
How about self-storage?
Self-storage is also an interesting business. A very interesting business. I'll hit you with it. Tons of money in the space. So your competitive advantage is not going to be money, nor is mine. It's ground up self-storage is cheap to build, difficult to get the land entitled in like New York, dense markets. If you can build it, you have to be able to withstand the holding costs and the ramp up, because it's going to take you 3 years to basically occupy that building. Mm-hmm. So it's slow to get it ramped up. The best, model to go into self-storage is to buy an existing facility and expand on it if you can, or to go into like the boroughs or a very dense market where you can guarantee, lots of occupancy. Long Island self-storage is something I'd be very cautious of because the boom already happened. And if you can't get it at a steal, existing bricks, you should probably stay away.
Okay. Good information.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I like the recurring revenue side of that too, though, that business.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but that's real estate.
Yeah. And then you just got to find good deals. How about the marina business?
I am not too well versed in the marina business, but I think that's coming up now as like the next big thing. There were some early onsetters. Marinas have recurring revenue. There's more facets to a marina business, like the boat repairs, the boat storage, in the water, outdoor, winterization, all that jazz. I don't know too much about that business because I don't know the general like maintenance, dredging out the muck or whatever, that jazz. It's not my world. I'm not too well versed in it. How often you have to switch the piles, like all these things. How many people you need on salary to really have a well-functioning marina. I don't know those moving parts, but I have looked at marinas in the past, and I would buy a marina.
Yeah, it's we're getting a lot of marinas for sale right now, so I want to bring a couple to you.
Yeah,
I got a good one for $6 million, and cash flow is $900,000 a year.
Net?
net. So it's a 15 cap.
Yeah, you see, that's very
And
interesting.
then the seller will seller finance 50% of the business.
We'll talk about it off the.
So we got deals to talk
podcast.
about.
Yeah, I need to know where it is.
I like to bring deals up a little bit because people get excited.
Awesome.
But, you always get my deals first. So.
I love you, man.
You're the man.
Appreciate that. Let's keep going with these. I like these.
Yeah. So
about the types of real
marinas, self-storage, pickleball businesses, all little different businesses.
Keep going. Hit me with another one. I actually learned the car wash one from you. Almost all my knowledge in car washes has come from you teaching me the car wash business and the real estate side of it.
It's such a good industry because of recurring revenue. And a lot of these baby boomers that own them on Long Island, they don't have the recurring revenue. So when it rains, they're closed. When other car washes that have recurring revenue, during the rain, they get the hits every month. So they're always open. So that's an extra value add that I build into these businesses. Plus, a lot of the baby boomers, they're not innovating. They're not on social media. They don't have systems. They don't have SOPs. They don't empower their managers. They're very old school. They like to just put as much cash in their pocket, and they're not thinking big. They're not putting everything on the books. So when they sell, they're going to get a 10 to 15 times multiple. So there's just so much opportunity. And that's why I'm going after this heavy right now.
Yeah.
So I'm not even putting them on the market anymore. I'm just taking them.
I know, that's your thing.
Yeah, like I have 7 deals right now.
Wow.
Under LOI and contract.
Wow. Active.
So the next 60 days, I'll have 7 locations.
Crazy.
Yeah, my goal is to get to 100 locations in 3 years.
That's a big deal.
I have a good operating team.
That's awesome. All right, what's the next real estate?
Marinas, car washes. So we'll just talk about real estate. What do you think about So there's a lot of baby boomers that own manufacturing businesses and the properties. So they're industrial properties. Do you get a lot of those deals where, you come across a building that's owned by a business operator that owns a manufacturing company?
Yeah, sometimes. That, in my opinion, is one of the best asset classes in America right now.
Why?
First of all, the real estate's great. The real estate's very good. Very replaceable tenants. If they want to retire and leave, they want to sell their business, they want to stay for a year and then you have to replace them. All of that can be done fairly quickly. So you know your math and you can absorb it fast. That's a big deal because when you do many deals, you need to be able to, absorb the hits. You're constantly getting punched. You want to be able to take it so you can punch back.
Yeah.
And if you can't take the punches, then you're basically out, right? You're out. You're not going to continue.
Yeah.
So for me, it's the long haul and volume. I want to get big. So when on that journey to get big, I'm learning what kind of punches I need to take. And I'm a portfolio builder, I'm not a fast cash merchant style guy. My upbringing is not how I want to build my company because I don't want to be a trader. I like to recognize upside long term. And because of that, it's constantly evolving. My investor base is evolving. For some people, they want fast cash. I want to make, quick flip. It's then I'm not your guy. Has that happened? Of course. I'm doing an assignment today. I can't even disclose the numbers, but more than people make in a decade in one deal. That just happened.
Yeah.
It just happened.
Because you're looking at so many deals, right?
Yeah. Because I'm doing many deals.
How many deals do you look at a week, you would say? Do you know the numbers?
Dude. Hundreds a week.
Wow. And you just have all different people bringing them to you. You have your own people sourcing them as well.
Yeah. I also have that, which I didn't go into. But yeah, of course, I have in-house acquisitions guys. Yeah.
Do you have any bots that go out and reach out to?
I don't.
Through AI?
I don't. I think it's something that I need to get into. And I have been slacking 100% on the deal sourcing workflow that I have. But it's because we're overwhelmed with deal flow. So it's almost a catch-22. Like I look at it and I'm like an efficiency guy. It's not efficient. I need to make it better. I need to make it better. You know, like it's not, I need to make it better. I need to make it. I need to build it. But in the meantime, we've already done is just overwhelming everybody. So
it's good problems to have.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have.
Okay. And then last question for you as we're wrapping up.
You want to get me out of here already?
This is my question for you.
That's it? You want to kick me out?
No, we killed it. We got reels that are gonna hit millions of views like the last time. I don't know if you know that. One of your reels hit over.
Did it?
Oh, and one of your reels hit 1 million views, yeah.
That's awesome. You gotta send me that one. I want to see it.
Yeah. You don't know which one it is?
I have no idea. No.
So this is the question I ask everyone. How do you get to your 5-year plan? How are you going to get Allon Avgi to your 5-year plan in 18 months? What are you going to do right now?
How am I going to get to my 5-year plan in 18 months? Have you ever seen the mason jar? The mason jar example? The mason jar theory?
Yes.
I'm going to put together a mason jar, and to get to my goals in 18 months, I'm going to focus on the things that fill that mason jar the fastest and are the most dense. So I'm going to start with my rocks, fill it up with big rocks. That's going to be the next 18 months. As it gets filled with the rocks, I'll move on to the pebbles to close out the smaller gaps. Next, I'll fill it with sand. And in 5 years from now, I'll tip it off with water. But right now, I'm focusing on my rocks.
Love it. Great analogy.
Thanks, man.
I love it, man. Thank you so much for coming, man.
This was awesome.
Yeah,
You're the
man.
best.
We killed it.
Hell yeah.
Killed it.
I always love sitting with you. And I love the hats. Thanks for the hat.
Of course. You can take a few.
You're killing it. I'm so proud of you, man. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you so much. I'm happy for you, too. And it's great that we both have our family in the business.
Yeah.
What's life, you know?
It's crucial. It's huge.